Hi friends, I hope you had a good trading day today. Couple of things I would just want to share with all my viewers. I would be doing some educational videos, uh, how to trade expiry or what is hero and zero and how does it work. Uh, I will also probably have some expiry special strategies provided I have more viewers and maybe more subscribers, I would say. So please do subscribe our channel. Looking forward to all to join in. uh, so Nifty opened a gap down and then uh, closed the entire gap. In fact, the first 15 minutes candle itself was a very strong move. Here we could take two trades, in fact, at the open itself. uh, right at the open we mentioned, somebody asked us whether they should book the puts, and we in fact told immediately book the PE right at the open, looking at this uh, great or positive movement. Post which we gave couple of trades. We shorted 40,900 put, and we also took 40,700 CE, and there were some good profits made by couple of our friends in the group. A great good day, I think. Positive uh, movement we can see, and I'm sure most of us now looking after this FOMC, how do we trade? If we look at the option chain, there is huge call writing at 19,000 and 18,000 put writers. So there's a pretty big gap. Uh, Definitely to say, I think 18,000 is a good strong support. And here we see in Bank Nifty 41,300, there is a good put writers and 41,000 as well. So how do we trade for tomorrow? If you look at the charts, I'm sure most of you, uh, let's do a thing. Let me all ask you, what do you feel? What do you feel we can see tomorrow? Gap up or gap down? I'm sure most of you are all analyzing the market keenly, and there will be some views from you all. So, see is that India VIX, which was going pretty moving upwards, has come down today by 4%, which is actually good for the market because there is less of fear in the market. When there is too high volatility, it normally goes up to 20, like during events like elections or maybe the war kind of a scenario. These times the VIX moves. And one observation I want you to keep in mind is the dollar. The dollar has been again moving upwards, which is little uh, bad for the market because uh, in fact when I see here there is a very strong up move which we can see, and it may retest the previous high of 415 also. So these two things I want you all to keep in observation while you are trading. Uh, but good news is that VIX is down. Dow Jones is 130%, 120 or 130 points down. However, when I look at the charts, what I see is it may consolidate here, and then there's a good chance of it to move up to 33,600 and 34,000 levels also. Of course, this will not happen in a day. It will take some time, and definitely we shall see some positive moves. So let's go do quickly look at tomorrow's levels, how we will trade. For me, when I look at the charts, uh, tomorrow, if there is definitely a possibility that market may tend to either open a gap up or gap down. Okay. Uh, um, but when you look at option chain, there is nothing much of data which can be consolidated. However, by the look at the charts, what I feel is there is a, even if the market moves or opens down, there is a strong possibility of it going up. Uh, the levels for tomorrow is the first level, I think, for Bank Nifty would be around 41,430, and the next level of target would be 41,630. On the downside, if market tends to move down below 41,140 levels or 150, I would possibly look for a target of 40,960, and below this, we can possibly look at a target of 40,650 or so. So these are the levels I'm looking at to trade. Uh, don't have to look at too much of the option chain. Just look at the patterns, how the patterns of the chart could behave, and then take a decision of how to trade. Uh, Less of a downside is what we can see. It is Bank Nifty on Nifty. Uh, Overall, a good day to trade, especially the big momentum in the initial one half an hour or more was a good volatile day, and I'm sure most of you are profited in this. We also holding HDFC 1500 CE. We are expecting HDFC hopefully to continue this positive up move towards at least 1520 levels or so. So the pattern or the market structure which we can see is slightly bullish. Uh, when it comes to Kotak, we still see some bit of uh, um, consolidation or some bit of a move towards 1080 levels or so, which is not uh, 1880 levels or so. Maruti had a very good strong rally. As we mentioned, it's going to be range boundish. Uh, it may make a pattern like this, or take support, or may even come down, test 9,090 levels, throw out all the weak bias, and then make a move towards 10,500 or so. Uh, SBI results are awaited. As we had mentioned, this is a strong resistance which can be faced by State Bank of India. So, what I would suggest is if you are a writer, possibly you could write 620 CE, and when the price moved towards 590, 600 levels, and as it starts moving down, we can write 560 or 570 level, 570 put also. I think the results are awaited tomorrow. So there are other strategies also which can be done for State Bank of India. Uh, my view is possibly this initially before it may stay range bound, or during the results there is a chance that it may come up to 570 levels and then hit towards the ceiling. So be cautious, do not hold any positions as of now. uh, Look at the market, wait for it to settle down, and take a informed decision. This channel is was mostly for educational purpose. If you have any queries, you can connect to us. Will the Japanese economic slowdown affect Indian market? Okay, good question. I think this is an interesting topic. Uh, uh, my view, as per the charts and the way today market is that definitely Nifty is strong with the support of Reliance, HDFC, and the IT stocks. Now, of course, the IT is slightly showing bit of showed a bit of a weakness today. It opened a gap. It was in a range. However, overall, if I see, it has got a good support at 28,500 levels. Even if it comes down tomorrow here, it will definitely tend to move up. Uh, Auto sector is still holding strong. Public sector banks, in fact, were performing today. Uh, Energy and metals are definitely still very strong. FMCG is always a good buy. I think every dip you should tend to buy stocks like Britannia and Dabur, etc. Reality, I think, has also now not done any big positive, big break moves. What I can see is this can go up in the next couple of weeks. I think this is one sector which should can be focused for the next few days or so. The next sector rotation always is continuous. Uh, Coming to Japanese uh, economy, uh, uh, I'm sure most of you are aware there is a stimulus package of 200 billion, which uh, if you read this news, uh, I think you get a clear picture. But then, whether this will impact our uh, market is something which I am honestly not aware of. But what I can say is, uh, if you look at the charts, if you look at the option chain, market Dow is slightly overbought. uh, in Bank Nifty and also Nifty, it may tend to remain sideways too bullish, but definitely is not fully overbought and may not go down. If you see the option chain, there is a writer at 19,000. So he has definitely some fear, which has made him to write a far away strike. And there is a writer, of course, at 18,000, whereas Nifty is at 18,000 levels. And today is also, if you see, the market took good support here. So Relaxo Footwear, Metropolis, Voltas. I think our friends want views on these stocks. Let's look at Metropolis. Metropolis Healthcare, I think, is a good buy. We bought it a couple of days back. Uh, if you see, this is the breakout which happened previously, and then there was another move here. Currently, if you ask me, uh, this can retest. We can retest 1640 levels and 1600 levels also. Even I think the option chain suggests bit of uh, correction or retracement in Metropolis. So if you want, I would suggest you to wait up to 1600. Sorry, 11660, and you can start adding in equities. Voltas is a stock which tends to be moving sideways. If I remember this, uh, still it is. If you see the pattern, it is still on the downside. I would not suggest to go in for this stock at the moment. Very volatile stock, and if you see, still bit of down movement after the earnings. It has moved up, however, could not sustain uh, levels of 920 and has been going down. So kindly suggest, if you would want to, I would suggest you to write 920 or 940 CE and uh, buy equity on dips up when it comes to 950 levels or so. The other stock I think our friends wanted to know is Relaxo, LNT. LNT, okay. Uh, Today it showed some bit of bullishness here. Uh, This has been consolidating for some time. This particular gap down could be to trap or throw away the weak retail uh, buyers. However, I can see there is still a bit of weakness. You could buy 20% of the uh, investment you want to make on this stock. For example, you're planning to buy 1 lakh uh, value or worth for the stock. You could invest 20-30% as of now. Wait for the some positive, because what I can see is there is not much of uh, bullishness seen here. There is still possibilities that it can go up to 870 levels also. So let's wait and see how this behaves, whether it wants to test 870, 850 levels, and then we could start adding in the stock. Currently, I would not recommend to add, only just that you could buy, put, if you are investing about 1 lakh totally on this stock, then suggest to go for 10,000 or 15,000 tomorrow and see if this sustains above 960, then I think you can start adding as it goes up. This is called as a pyramiding method, where we add on every rise, not on every dip. This way you are adding to your profits, not to the losses. When you're buying on dips, you're holding, you're of course maybe averaging, but then you are adding to the loss, so which is not a right way. Divis Lab, okay, L&T Finance, L&T Finance, and Divis Lab holding 3,900 at 68. Okay, let me look at Divis Lab. Let's look at the charts of Divis. Divis, I think you have bought a little far away strike. 3,900 is your entry is 69. Presently, it is trading at 62 levels. Okay. Uh, I think you can wait and watch Divis Lab tomorrow. If it is able to close above 64, 70, 3,900, if it is able to close above 70, then I think after it sustains about 72, 75, then you can hold it for the next week for a target maybe up to 80 to 90 levels. Doesn't look really great, but then I think you can still hold. Tomorrow we may see the slab 3900 hitting 70, 75. If you would want to exit tomorrow, you could exit. And if it closes above 74, then you could wait for 82 levels. So wait till 315. If it is somewhere about 74, then you could leave it for 82. Else you may take an exit and re-enter when you get an opportunity again. L&T Finance. I hope my views, the stocks which you're asking are clear. If you have further queries, we can definitely. L&T Finance Holdings. Trend definitely looks up. Every You may hold this until this trend line is supported. Uh, Possible target of uh, 90 or so. I think you could hold this with a stop of 78 for a target of 90, 92 levels. So good stock to hold. Fundamentally, also, I think L&T Finance Holdings unit secures subsidiary linked loan worth 226 million. I think this you need to look at. Okay, I think this is a news of March. So there's no much of negative scene here. You could definitely wait to hold this for a target. Only that you keep a stop loss below 78. We may see 72. So depending on the quantity, you need to manage this. So yeah, thank you so much. I hope I have answered most of your queries. Relaxo footwear. I think I did give my views. So thank you all and good luck for tomorrow. God bless you all. I hope I have able to answer all your queries to the satisfaction. Just be safe. Don't over trade and don't overlook at the markets when you're especially trading equity. Buy few quantities whenever it moves positive in your favor, then you can add more. God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you, Himanshu. Thank you, Ankoji. Thank you, Vikram. I hope I'm able to uh, answer your queries. Thank you, Mr. Ganeshan.